What up? What's going on, everybody? It's your man Lucky. I'm back with another one, man. I hope everybody's doing good. Guys, in this video, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to all of the guys out there who are in a situation, relationship, marriage. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? You're in a situation that you're not happy with. Let me break it down to you like this, because I see this all the time. I have guys come have a conversation with me about, the things that are going on, in their relationship, marriage, whatever it is, right? And what they'll do is they'll talk about their situation, but then at the end of the conversation, right, when they talk about how they're not happy, things ain't working out, she's not this, and blah blah blah, all of this kind of stuff. At the end, when they get to the end, the thing that they say is, well, it could be worse. You are cheating yourself when you say stuff like that, because what happens is you're taking away from the severity of the situation that you're in, right? It's almost like you you got an issue with it, but you don't want the issue to be that bad, or you're finding a way to just like accept the situation for what it is. See, here's the thing. I think that a lot of men simply accept the situation because it's going to take, or they believe that it's going to take too much to get out of the situation, right? A lot of you guys are cheaper to keeper type dudes. And I'm not going to say that that's problematic, but what I will say is when you say it's cheaper to keep her, what is it that's cheaper? You understand what I'm saying? Are you just talking about from a financial standpoint? Or are you talking about your peace? Or, like, what are you actually saying when you say stuff like it's cheaper to keep her? You know what I'm saying? Because that's almost like justifying staying in a situation that you truly do not want to be in. You're not getting anything out of the situation, right? Maybe you get a little bit of this every now and then, a little bit of that every once in a while, and that's good for you. And that may be okay. If you're content with that, then cool. What's your complaint? See, here's the thing. I believe that, first of all, a lot of you guys are just too comfortable in your situation. Comfort is what stifles, it's what kills your growth. A lot of you guys are emotionally attached to the woman that you're with, and so you can't walk away. You'll say things like, well, it could be worse, to try to justify you staying in that situation so it doesn't seem like you weak. You'll say things like, well, it's cheaper to keep her, you know what I mean? Just to kind of throw that out there, to make it seem as though you're not emotionally attached, or to make it seem as though you're just staying in the situation because, you understand what I'm saying? But deep down inside, you know that you're not happy, right? A lot of you guys, for whatever reason, don't want to put in the work. See, because look, when you go through a breakup, right? Or especially a divorce, right? But even if you're not married, you could be in a long-term relationship, but y'all are really locked in. You know what I'm saying? Mentally, emotionally, and more importantly, financially. To where, if your money is not right, it's going to jam you up pulling out of that situation. You're going to have to move out of the apartment that y'all live in, or the house that y'all bought together, or whatever the situation is. And a lot of you guys just don't want to go through whatever discomfort that you're going to have to go through. And you might not have any other options on the table. So now it's like, yo, hold up, my money is funny and I ain't getting no action. So a lot of you guys will stay in a bad situation rather than go through the turmoil, right? And the hardship of getting out of the situation that you're in to create a better space for you for a better situation. Y'all are just ride it out. Y'all are just rot day in and day out. Let me tell you something. Life goes by fast. You will not realize how, like, at what age you get to and how fast you get there. I never thought that I would be this age this fast. I was for sure that it was going to take a whole lot longer for me to get the age that I am today. But I promise you, it snuck up on me. Every birthday that I have right now, I'm like, yo, you can't be serious, guys. You're cheating yourself when you say things like, it's cheaper to keep her. You're cheating yourself when you say things like, it could be worse. Let me tell you something. They say that comparison is the thief of all joy. A lot of you guys are comparing your situation to situations of men who are in much worse situations to justify your situation and say, well, you know what, it's not that bad. I know a guy who blah, 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 this and all that. He in bad shape. Nah, you in bad shape too. You're cheating yourself when you compare yourself and your situation to somebody that's doing worse than you. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to be that person. You want to be the guy over here that has it all. So if you want to make a comparison when it comes to your situation, compare yourself to the guy over there that has it all. Compare yourself to the guy that it is that you want to be. When you want to make that comparison, that's the comparison you make. Don't compare your situation to the guy that's doing worse than you. Compare yourself to the situation of the man that is in a situation that you want to be in. Y'all get what I'm trying to say? If you content with where you at and you cool with where you at financially, and you look at people that are living in a, even a smaller house, or driving a beat up car, and maybe you driving a nice car, or they live in a horrible neighborhood and you live in a decent neighborhood, don't compare yourself to them, because that's not what you had in line for your life. So don't make that comparison. Compare yourself to the one that, you're the one with that guy is looking at you like, man, well, it could be worse. I could be that guy. And he talking about you. That guy could be you. And he's looking down at you like, man, I'm glad I'm not in his position. But you're okay with your position because you're comparing it to the guy that's in a position that you don't want to be. Compare it to the guy that's in the position that you want to be. Now, listen, again, comparison is the thief of all joy. But if you're really honestly assessing your life, right? It's not about comparing yourself to that person, right? That actual man or that man's actual situation. What you're comparing your situation to is the situation that you want. It's not about comparing it to another person. It's about comparing it to the life that you want. A lot of y'all guys are just sitting back and accepting foolishness simply because you don't want to go through whatever it is that you believe that you're going to have to go through in order to get there. Let me tell you something, man. You got to work hard to get the things that you want. It is easy to just sit back and accept what life throws your way. You understand what I'm saying? And let me be clear on that. Life doesn't just throw things your way. You make conscious decisions every step of the way of your life. Your life right now is a result of the decisions that you do and do not make. Your life right now, listen, you can make a great decision that for that time is the best possible decision. You thought about it, you looked at it, that's a good decision. You made that decision at that time. 2 years from now, 5 years from the time that you made that decision, 10 years from the time that you made that decision, the results are not what you thought they were going to be when you made that decision, but you decide to stay. That's on you. That's on you, because at that point in time, you can assess the situation and say, hey, you know what? I thought I was going to be here, 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 and here. I thought I was going to have this, or I thought my situation would be better. However, because I made this decision and it's not panning out the way that I thought it was, I'm just going to stay because that's the decision that I made. If that's how you want to live your life, that's fine. That's fine. I get it. Some guys just, you do things out of duty. Whether or not you happy, it just is what it is. You've been brainwashed, happy wife, happy life. And so you're doing everything that you can do to make her happy. And so you just sit back and I don't really know what you sit back, I guess, and just say that this is the life that I've been given. I don't know, man. I don't know. But I'm telling y'all right now, you gotta put yourself first at the end of the day. And it doesn't mean that by putting yourself first that you're just automatically putting everybody last. But you have to be good first. That is key. You have to be good first. Once you're good, everything else around you, for the most part, is going to be good. When your mental is off, everything else is going to be off. When your emotions are off, everything else is going to be off. You get what I'm trying to say? Guys, listen, stop accepting what is unacceptable. I can't tell you what is acceptable for you or what should be acceptable for you. I can't tell you, man, your relationship got to be like this. Man, you dealing with a woman and she got to move like this. Man, you in a relationship, man, and when you say this, she got to say how high and when did. I'm not saying that. How you run your relationship and how you do your relationship is on you. I'm simply saying you got to do it your way. Y'all be getting with women that you going one way and she going another way. But because you're emotionally attached to her, you trying to get her to go your way. And when you can't get her to go your way, all you do is complain about her. She's not the problem. You're the problem because you're accepting her and putting up with her with what it is that she wants to do. And that's not what you want to do. But then you're bowing down to her and she's not the problem. You are. You're the problem. You're the problem when you try to get somebody to do something that it is that they don't want to do. You're the problem when somebody else is getting you to do something that you don't want to do. You're the problem. It comes all back to you. Y'all get what I'm trying to say? Look, guys, if you're not in a position or in a situation that you want to be in, you have the ability to make a change. It's not going to be easy. Sometimes you got to take multiple steps backwards. Recalculate. You know how when the GPS recalculate. Sometimes you hit a bump in the road. It's okay. Sometimes you make a left when you should have made a right. It's okay. You can always backtrack, figure out where you messed up, and then go on from there. Because I'm telling you something, man. Life is not that long. If you're okay with being mediocre, if you're okay with, you know what I'm saying, not being happy, if you're okay with being, you know what I'm saying, in an unfulfilled situation, relationship, if you're okay with being, just regular, if you're okay with just getting by, then that's cool. Keep doing that. I'm talking to everybody that's not okay with that. If you're not okay with it, it's all right, man. Put in the work. You're gonna go through some trials and tribulations. You're gonna go through some pains. Use the pain as your power to get you to the next stop. Use your pain as the power to push through when things get hard. A lot of y'all are scared to go through a hardship, not realizing that you're living in a hardship. But you're okay with that hardship because you know what it is. You deal with it every day. A lot of y'all are more comfortable with staying in a familiar hardship rather than facing a hardship that you don't know what it feels like, but you know on the other side, it's going to be better. I'm just saying, guys, listen to me and listen to me very well, man. Stop staying in situations that you do not want to be in. Stop accepting foolishness when foolishness is not acceptable for you. Live life the way that you want to live it. And it's okay if that means you got to get up and you got to walk away from certain people in certain situations, certain environments, and things of that nature. It's okay. You only get one shot, yo. You only get one shot. And when you realize that you're off course, it's okay to backtrack to get back on course. I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Y'all be good.